Hi, my name's Kunal, and this is Conversation Corner. If you've ever heard people making comments such as, "Why don't you talk more?" or "Why are you so quiet?" this video might just be for you. And I want to tell you in this video that the reason I'm sharing this is I've had this question put to me a lot in my life so far that people seem very curious about the fact that sometimes you don't speak much, or if you speak, you speak very little. So I was giving it a bit of thought, and I finally came to an idea or a conclusion, if that's a better word, as to why this is the case. And I have a theory that there are two kinds of people when it comes to conversations. There are people who have something to say, and there are people who want to say something for the sake of saying it. And I'm not really passing judgment on either of them. Both are valid. So what I came to realize a while ago was there are a lot of people who like talking or speaking with others just for the sake of it, and that gives them a lot of joy. And I believe in society being social is what this basically means. Someone who talks to a lot of people and someone who's very outgoing is considered to be social, and being social as such is seen as something very positive. But I wouldn't fit this stereotype, because normally when I speak, it's generally I have a certain point, I want to get that point across, and that's when I speak. I've had people who've told me, "You've not spoken to us in a long time, or haven't heard from you in a long time," and I would just reply by saying, I didn't have anything to say. So that's at some point of time I realized that there are people who would like to speak with you just for the sake of speaking, even when they have nothing to say as such. If there's nothing new going on, if things have been the way they are, I generally have nothing new to say. So I don't speak so much if there is nothing new I have to share with someone. Let's say I wrote a book, or I read an amazing book and I want to talk about that. I might reach out to someone, talk to them about that. But generally, when there's nothing to say, you have a tendency to be quiet. And somehow in society, that's considered not normal or very abnormal. I think people as such who are quiet are not looked upon favorably. I don't know if it's more in the case of men or in the case of women. Generally, if men are very silent, there's less judgment, but I don't know, somehow women who are silent have like these judgments passed on them that something's wrong with her or she's not normal, because uh, I generally find that women speak more than men. Men are quieter than women, or maybe that's just my personal opinion. But generally, people who don't have much to say, or people who speak only when they have some point to put across, are judged more harshly, if that's the right way to put it. And I'm just here to tell you that it's okay if in a group of people you're just sitting and listening to most of the conversation. Maybe that's because you have nothing to add of your own, and if you do that, I think that's perfectly fine in my opinion. It's just a personality trait, and if you feel that there's no need to say anything when you're sitting in a group of people, and that is the case, that's perfectly fine.